Datti Ahmed has decided to take sides with Nyesom Wike, knowing fully well that Nyesom Wike has not spoken well of Peter Obi for so long. He has looked for every avenue, to speak ill of Peter Obi. That aside, it is also the fact that, the truth is staring him in the face like this, and he decides, to side with Wike. In his own defense, he said that Wike fought for PDP when others, left PDP when they lost to the opposition party after Goodluck Jonathan. He said Wike stood by the party, financed the party, did all of that for the party. And as human beings, that if he were in Wike's shoes, he would do the same thing. Can you imagine? Is that an excuse to now, work against the same political party that you tried and worked to nurture for so many years? Is that a tangible excuse for you to now want to destroy the party and, burn it to the ground? Anyway, this is from Datti Ahmed. In my own point of view, I feel like it's because he has interest in running for the presidency. He has the eye on the prize. He already knows that definitely when Peter Obi is running for another for 2027 election, he is not going to pick him as a running mate, because picking him as a running mate back in 2023 did not do anything for Wike. Did not do anything for Peter Obi. Even Peter Obi himself standing alone, I think that is enough. That was what got him the vote, not because it was attached to Datti Ahmed. And I think that this time around, Peter Obi would be wise to choose somebody that would, bring something to the table, add something to his ticket, not somebody who is, I don't want to say weak, because men cry. You guys remember when he cried on national television because it was called names by the opposition party. Politics is a game that needs strong-minded individuals. And if you don't have something you're bringing to the table, if you are not prominent, that you have a lot of followers. How many followers does Datti Ahmed have on his own, standing alone? How many followers does he have? How many supporters does he have? He cannot even have a guts to now negotiate anything from any political party, even if he wants to defect from Labour Party. He has made that clear that he's not going anywhere. And I think that is also partly because he knows that Peter Obi has gone to ADC and he has more advantage in Labour Party than joining ADC. ADC is, full already with a lot of people that have, eyes on the presidency that wants to contest in the 2027 election. So he knows that he has more advantage staying back in Labour Party. And he also knows that Peter Obi is not going to pick him as his running mate come 2027. So therefore, he's trying to entice Nyesom Wike with all of his sweet words. He's telling Nyesom Wike that it's not Nyesom Wike's fault. It's not his fault. He worked against the party 2023, and since then he has been working against the party. He also sided with the opposition party, mind you. And now you are saying all of these sweet things because you want supporters, you want people on your side, because you have an ambition to run. Anyway, guys, let me have your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section. This is just what I think. But before we go, if you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? What are you doing at this point on YouTube if you're not subscribed to Newsroom Nigeria? This is a place you need to be at in order not to miss the juicy news I have for you in the rest of this video. Subscribe, click on the notification bell so that you'll be the first person to get notified. Give this video a massive thumbs up as well. That is the only way we can get gingered, to give you more reliable and authentic news. Lastly, please leave your opinions in the comment section below. Former vice presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Yusuf Datti Ahmed, has suggested that the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike may be justified over his role in the protracted leadership crisis bedeviling the People's Democratic Party. He stated this while fielding questions on Arise Television's primetime program on Tuesday. Baba Ahmed suggested that Wike wasn't fairly treated by the PDP, considering his sacrifice for the party. According to him, the FCT minister sustained the party while others were away, adding that Wike's friend backstabbed him at the most critical moment. He said, "You see, all the things that Wike is doing, I don't agree with them, but it's justified to an extent. I'm trying to say that whatever he's doing, deep down in his mind, I'm trying to remotely psych how he thinks and all that. Right at the Eagle Square, in the glare of a whole world, a party that is sustained while others were away, a very dear friend of his, at the most critical moment, backstabbed him. As far as he's concerned, these are two northerners who cheated me. These are two Hausa Fulanis. These are two Muslims who cheated me. And I would teach them a lesson. This is Wiki. So humanly speaking, I want to be fair to him. Whoever is treated that way will definitely fight back. It was not fair. I used to tell these people, be careful, even in your acts of politicking. Be careful when you ask of treachery. Be careful with your tricks. There is a time you fix somebody beyond imagination. While the people who did this to Ike, they come from a very rich history with what it did for them in 2011. The relationship, the friendship, how it lasted, became a long way, and at the very last, they did this to him. He would destroy the party. He is a human being. So in essence, Datti Ahmed is trying to, justify why Wike is trying to, the reason for Wike trying to, burn PDP to the ground, trying to destroy PDP and working with his opposition party. Well, when I say working with opposition party, I do not mean that he accepted, ministerial position from Tinubu. No, that's not what I mean. You can actually see that he's actively working with Tinubu. He's actively working for Tinubu. If you notice, you will see Larry Olayinka trying to defend APC, trying to defend Tinubu. Anybody that attacks Tinubu, Larry Olayinka, who is the spokesperson for Yosom Wiki, is always trying to defend and come to the defense of Tinubu, come to the defense of APC. That has gone beyond, working relationship. If it were just, work relationship, it would not go as far to defend the president when it's been attacked. At least you do your own part by not attacking the president or by not speaking against the APC. But he goes as far as defending Tinubu, defending, the APC by all means. It's like Leo Olayinka is now an attack dog for APC, Tinubu, and his master, Yosom Wike. Let's just put it that way. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think that this is the reality of things? Do you think that Datti Ahmed is fair in his judgment of a situation between Yosom Wike and PDP? Do you think he's fair in his judgment? Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you all think of that. Before we go, my people, let's take a look at some of the reactions we got online. God's will, Achimba says, what Datti said is 100% correct. Tambuwa and Atiku didn't treat Wike well, considering the backing Wike gave them before. Izumike says, you are very correct and honest. Hatred apart, these power monglers thought they can eat their cake and have it. But don't you think that no matter how close you are to somebody, unless I've promised you that I'm going to vote for you, no matter how close you are with somebody, that person has a choice to vote for whoever they like. You don't just assume that because you're close to somebody then, they owe you their votes. They might owe you their loyalty, but at the same time, they might also think that you are not a worthy person for that position. What do you all think? That's just my own thinking. You can be close to somebody unless the person promises you that, okay, look, we are working together on this. Look, I think you're the best man for the job. Probably that was what, that was what they did. Probably that was what Tambuwa did. Who knows? But unless they actually deceived him, that don't worry, you are getting our votes. Then that is where betrayal comes in. That is where deceit comes in. But if Tambuwa did not in any way assure him that he would be getting his votes on the primary day, then he shouldn't feel like he betrayed him. You get what I'm saying? And I also think that apart from the betrayal and everything, Wike is a sore loser. Have you noticed? He's a sore loser. At least even if somebody betrayed you, you only have a bone to pick with that person that betrayed you, not the whole party as a whole. But Wike's grievance is not only generated from the fact that Tambuwa betrayed him, it also, goes to the fact that after the betrayal and after Atiku won, Atiku refused to pick Wike as the vice presidential candidate, despite the fact that the committee set up picked Wike as the best choice. Atiku decided not to go with Wike. And also, do you think that Despite the fact that it was advised by this committee, does Atiku not have a right to pick who he thinks he can manage, who he thinks he can work with the best? Don't you think he has a right to do that? So why must you now pick all of these things and, start acting up and, working against the party? Moving on. Ezumike says, you are very correct and honest. Hatred apart, these power monglers thought they can eat their cake and have it. Batuba says, obviously, Wike said that time that since they want to destroy the party, I will help them. The rest is history. The PDP chairman didn't help matters, yes, Damagun. Step down, he refused. A northerner had won the ticket, yet he insisted. Today, where is he? He's enjoying his loot because Atiku gave the party 100 million naira. He wanted to preside over it. The same uncontrollable presidential ambition of Atiku is going to destroy the coalition. Yes, I already see that coming. Those who refuse to learn from history are destroyed by it. That's very, very deep and thoughtful. Let's have your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section. Thank you very much for listening and watching. I will see you all in my next video.